Leave you with some thoughts before we depart. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13 says, "Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith. Be men of courage, be strong. Do everything in love. You know that the household of Stephanas were the first converts in Achaia, and they have devoted themselves to the service of the saints." You know, sometimes it's easy, and we're attracted to the idea of just letting things unfold before us and react accordingly. But there are also sometimes when we need to, best term I can come up with is to double down, if you will, to intensify our efforts, to intensify our study, our prayer life, our devotion to God, so that we can overcome the temptations of Satan, so that we can overcome his attacks against us. And that's why Paul, in this occasion, he's closing out this letter that's just full of different types of division among the church at Corinth. And he says, "Be on your guard and stand firm in the faith. Be men of courage, be strong." And that's what we need to do. We need to make sure that we're ready for the battle, that we can stand up and be strong. You know, when we are faced with different challenges, sometimes we say, well, you know, in regards to our kids, well, they haven't really said much, and so you know, I'm just kind of letting them you know, deal with it on their own and that type of thing. And I guess that there's a time when you need to do that, but there also seems to be a need that there is a time in which you say, okay, we need to talk about this. We need to address this. We need to make sure that you're equipped to handle this. And as parents and as church leaders, we need to make sure that we're doing our part to say, look, we need to help you with this. We need to double down, if you will, in our efforts to stand up against what is not right. You know, one of the great quotes that we have received from Dr. Martin Luther King in the past, he made this statement. It's my favorite statement that ever came from him. It says, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." And so if we are going to drive out darkness, we need to make sure that we're doubling down on the light, if that makes sense. We need to make sure we're intensifying our emphasis on the light of the gospel, the light of Jesus Christ, and help people understand that just because Satan is on the attack doesn't mean that we pull back and pull it into neutral. I remember when I was growing up in Heavener, we you know, now it's a state park called the Runestone State Park, but in the days when I was growing up, it was called Anion Rock. And they first built that road up the side of the mountain there east of Heavener, and it was a rough old dirt road and everything. And the only way that my old 58 Plymouth Savoy car could get up that grade was for me to absolutely floorboard it all the way up. That's the only way I could get up it. But my friends always wanted me to take my car because they knew that it was in such bad shape it couldn't hurt it anyway. And that's what I had to do. I couldn't stay at the bottom of that grade going up that hill and leave it in neutral and expect to get up there. I couldn't just wait for the road to smooth out or anything like that in order to be able to get up it. I had to give it the gas. I had to give it more power. And that's the way sometimes we have to approach life. We need to intensify the power that we have as children of God in order to overcome the darkness that we're confronted with almost daily. Intensify the light. Intensify the gospel. Be on your guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be men or women of courage. Be strong. That's my appeal to you this evening. If you need to respond to the gospel, we invite you to do so as together we stand and sing.